Welcome back to Z Witty Sports, where I discuss all the hottest topics in sports. And as always, I'm your host, Zach. I still don't know how to tie a tie, Whitcomb, and yes, I just got back from my imaginary vacation in Hawaii. It was amazing. Today we're going to be reviewing the disaster that is the Houston Texans organization, as well as the worst uniforms I have ever seen that belong to the Los Angeles Rammies. So let's start off by first recognizing that there is absolutely no reason that Houston Texans head coach and GM Bill O'Brien, yes, the one with a dot in his chin, should be employed in the NFL anymore. After he gifted the Arizona Cardinals with arguably the best receiver in the NFL, DeAndre Hopkins, for the equivalent of a half-eaten cheeseburger that the McDonald's employees forgot to put the meat into, and I am serious. Honestly, I don't see why everyone is still so surprised about these horrible moves that Bill O'Brien is making. I mean, just look at the guy. Does he really look like the type of guy that can run an NFL organization all by himself? Now, many people may look at Bill O'Brien's chin hole and be like, wow, that is one really cool chin hole. I really wish I had one of those. But no, I know the truth of that chin hole. I need other people to realize the truth about it with me so I can get him properly punished for what he does. Now, hear me out here. Bill O'Brien's chin hole is secretly actually some sort of hypnosis device that he uses to lure young players into joining the Texans, because why else would they join the Texans? And he manipulates them for years and years until finally a daring new young coach like Cliff Kingsbury breaks into Bill's house at night, finds the computer that runs his chin hole device, and reprograms it to make a player like DeAndre Hopkins want to go to the Arizona Cardinals instead. Now, when he's reprogramming it, he reprograms it also to make Bill think that he has to trade DeAndre Hopkins to the Arizona Cardinals, and that's what led to the trade. It's pretty weird, but Roger Goodell better be watching this right now so he can enforce the proper punishment on Bill O'Brien for his evil use of his chin hole. And that proper punishment is to take away his brand new half-eaten cheeseburger without the meat. But as we know, with the NFL's very consistent punishment policies, this might be deemed too harsh for Bill. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, you're crazy, Zach. That's not possible. And Ben is probably thinking, no way, Jose. But when I become famous for solving the mystery of Bill O'Brien's chin hole, all you people are going to be like, oh man, I really should have listened to Zach. Oh my God. I know it's going to be hard to move on from such an enthralling topic like Bill O'Brien's weird chin hole, but now we have to talk about the only real NFL news since the Earl Thomas incident, if you know, you know, and that is the Rams' new hideous uniforms.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
I am a firm believer, personally, that whoever designed the Rams' new logo and uniform, since they're both horrible, should team up with Bill O'Brien, start their own new NFL franchise, call them the Black Holes, and I know that sounds really weird, but hear me out for a second here. So, the team's name will have a rich history because of Bill O'Brien's chin hole scandal that I created myself. You know, chin hole, black hole. I mean, it's like the same thing, just look at it. And then B, I mean, there is absolutely no way, if you make the uniforms all black, that this designer can mess them up. And what if the logo, just a black circle? I mean, somehow this designer will most likely still find a way to mess this up. Now, this Rams designer, in the process of making this new uniform, made an off-white color instead of the normal white that the Rams wear. And instead of just calling it off-white, they decided to call it bone and say that they invented their whole new color. Okay, so how can you call a color bone and expect your team's fans to like it? Bone. I'm still confused on why they couldn't have just called it off-white, and I'm also just wondering, could you come up with a less appealing name than bone for a color? So that's not even touching on the fact that these look like they were the pre-rough draft sketches of a candidate for the Los Angeles Chargers' new uniforms, their uniforms are really good now, by the way. And this guy, he looks like his sketches were designed in the first round of applications. And the Rams, having already ruined their logo, thought it would be a wonderful idea to accept this concept that looks like it could have been the uniforms of a team in another Adam Sandler football movie. Seriously though, these uniforms are downright horrible, and they actually look like something that you'd see on an IKEA or a Best Buy employee. especially with the unnecessary name tag looking patch that says Los Angeles Rams, so the people in Los Angeles don't forget who they are. Also, the Rambassador, former Ram Eric Dickerson, that is in love with the Rams, he's everything Rams, said that the horns on the new helmet look like bananas and called their uniforms soft and said they don't belong in the NFL. I think it's safe now to say that despite the Los Angeles Chargers having only 10 total fans, they have officially won the Los Angeles rebranding, while the Rams just keep digging a deeper and deeper hole for themselves. Thanks for watching another episode of Z Woody Sports. Your support is greatly appreciated. Make sure to like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And God, I said the words chin hole way too many times in the last couple minutes. Woo!